Hello, guys. Welcome to tonight's stream. A rerun, I should say, of You Only Live Twice, because I watched it ages ago on stream, but decided just to have it fresh in my mind for review, I'd watch it again, because that was a while ago. What at the time was the last Connery Bond. But when the next guy didn't go down very well, that changed. Got the famous MGM lion paused on the screen. So if anybody wants to watch with me, pause it at the same point, pause it on the MGM lion, and we'll start the film in a minute. Okay. I'll make a start in a minute because the film is close to 2 hours. I better clear my mouth in a minute because I want to do some singing. to the iconic Nancy Sinatra theme. It has a really good theme, at least. That's one thing going for it. Okay. All right, let's make a start. Paused on the MGM line, like I said. 3, 2, 1, go. I think Connery's version of like the first bit, the shooting into the camera, is the best. Just because of him wearing the bowler hat. I like that little touch. So the film already has a point for that. They don't do that. I'm sure they've taken that out of the modern Bond films. I've not noticed that. But I think they have. I don't remember any of the Craig films having them. That's a crime. Something very 1960s about a space station, isn't there? And a satellite. I repeat, it's another spacecraft. Mm. Mm-mm. Now we're talking. Like a giant metal shark in space. Some things never change, eh? According to this film, anyway. International countries were at each other's throats, even in the 1960s. Well, that's the end of the movie. Bond is dead. Hey, Laura. Welcome. How are you? You only live twice, or so it seems. One for yourself and one for your dreams. We only live twice. One night comes true, love is a stranger who beckons you on. Don't think of the stranger, or the stranger is gone. Yeah, I've seen this quite a few times. Pay the price. One thing comes true, you only live twice. And love is the stranger who beckons you on. Don't think of the danger, or the stranger is gone. His is for you. Don't pay the price. One dream come true, you only live twice. I don't know if it's a hot take, but I think I prefer that theme to Thunderball, the previous film's theme. Bit more class. Put the film on if you want, Laura. I'm only 9 minutes in. Might need to do some more toast later because it went cold. Oh, is this Miss Moneypenny's first film? No, I don't think it is. I'm sure she was in Goldfinger at least. I'll have to check that though, it might be. I'll check it now. Well, I didn't ask that. I asked what her first film was, you dickheads. Let's see. It's Mark Bomb on that road, you know it's on. No, I would love to. No, she's been in it since the start. She was in Doctor No. I don't remember her in Doctor No. Oh, fair enough. Okay. I hope you enjoy it. It's not really a classic, this one. What do you mean? You've got the film on. Surely you know what film you've been watching. Oh, do you mean what happens in it and the plot? You Only Live Twice. Well, it's all to do with a satellite and to do with countries being played off against each other. And the Russians, I think, are in the frame. But most of the action is set in Tokyo. It's also the one where Bond fakes his own death at the beginning, which is why it's called You Only Live Twice. I'll read out the plot for you just to make it simple. Well, the setup. During the Cold War, American and Russian spacecrafts go missing, leaving each superpower believing the other is to blame. As the world teeters on the brink of nuclear war, British intelligence learns that one of the crafts has landed in the Sea of Japan. After faking his own death, secret agent James Bond is sent to investigate. In Japan, he's aided by Tiger Tanaka and the beautiful Aki, who help him uncover a sinister global conspiracy. There you go. That's the premise. That's the setup. They're at a sumo match now. Because of course they are. Aki is beautiful though. No doubt. It's all right. I hate to say it, but I would so go to a sumo match if I was in Japan. I know it's one of the biggest cultural stereotypes, but sorry, I would go just for the novelty of it. Yeah, this was originally going to be Connery's last Bond film, but they bring him back later because the next guy didn't do so well. Ah, it's this guy. He would later play Blofeld. I guess Donald Pleasance being in this one gets it an extra point too. Cut off at the key moment. Very good. Bond improvising with the furniture, because why not? Always time for a drink, so it seems. Yeah, pretty sure it was. I think most of these films are like filmed on location. He was taking a big risk there.
What the hell's the score? What do you mean? My job is to help you.
But you help Henderson.
I'm taking you to a place of safety.
No, this time I'm taking you. I want some information. I want it now.
I have no information to give you.
We'll see about that. Slow down.
Get your knees up, Bond. You run like a gal.
Welcome to Japan, Mr. Bond. It is a great pleasure to meet you at last. And how do you like our country so far? I am a trifle disappointed at the ease with which I could pull you in. The one thing my honorable mother told me long ago was never to get into a car with a strange girl. But you, I'm afraid, will get into anything with any girl. am so very pleased to meet you, Bonsai. I really am. Permit me to introduce myself. My name is Tanaka. Please call me Tiger. If you're Tanaka, how do you feel about me? I
Love you.
I'm glad we got that out of the way. I'd like you to examine these as soon as possible. They're from a Santo safe. This is an order for naval stores. 500 kilos of butter and 50 containers of lox. What is lox? Oh, it's an American name for smoked salmon. But it's also the technical name for liquid oxygen. Journey out would be more dignified the journey in. That would be difficult. Oh, I'd like that negative enlarged. Right? Okay. My private train. I never travel in the streets of Tokyo. In my position, it would be most unwise. Very convenient. I imagine that your Mr. M in London has a similar arrangement. Well, yes, of course. And the girl in the white sports car is one of us. Aki? Yes. Very confident. Oh, my God. You like Japanese sake, Mr. Bond? Or would you prefer wakamachi? Oh, no. I like sake. Especially when it's served at the correct temperature. 98.4 degrees Fahrenheit like this is. But you're a beard. You are exceptionally cultivated. Where's India? They messed up. Will you see the photograph? Sure. Just a ship and a strip of land. It could be anywhere. My men found a microdot on the table. Enlarged. It says, photograph taken by female American tourist from coastal vessel. The woman has been liquidated as a routine precaution. Ever see the photograph again? Of course. So they killed an innocent tourist for taking this. Can you make it bigger? Ningpo. Check motor vessel Ningpo. Full details. All recent movements and present whereabouts. What's that on the left? Focus on the left. Armor. Diving bells. Can you identify that coastline? Given time, yes. Who's the head of the set of chemicals? He's thumbs up. Of course. But tonight, consider my house yours, including all of my possessions. My friend, I am your first civilized bomb. Really? Well, I like the bonnet. Place yourself entirely in their hands. One is never anything for yourself. When someone else can do it for you. And number two, rule number two, being prepared. Then know this one first. I think I know how to do my good run with this money. We have a I suppose you know what it is about you that fascinates me. It's the hair and your chest. Japanese men all have beautiful bare skin. Japanese proverbs say, bird never make nest in bare tree.
What a load of bollocks, Bond.
If Henderson's theory is right, why would a foreign power want to launch missiles from Japan? Because whenever they were discovered, they could deny all responsibility, especially some private organizations doing the work. Osaku? Perhaps. Osaku is one of the greatest industrialists in Japan. He's merely a front. Who is big enough? Spectre. Could be. What's going on? How's your son on this little already? Good choice. She's very sensitive. Not to cut it short.
This time you shall finish it.
Atma.
Don't let it disturb you.
It didn't take Aki long
I think I will enjoy
to fall under Bond's spell. She was running circles around him earlier. How disappointing.
Mr. Fisher?
Yes,
This way, please.
thank you. Please come in, Mr. Fisher. Mr. Asante is expecting you. I do. You are 3.5 minutes early.
3.5 minutes early, very precise. Thoughts on Connery?
Maybe a few days of today, Mr. Fisher.
Well, you can tell she's a villain straight away from the way she's acting.
I always take a glass in the morning. You should try.
The red hair as well.
Nonsense. It adds a sparkle to the day.
Do you mean thoughts on Connery in general or Connery as Bond? As Bond, he's very good.
Are you really sure?
One of the best.
Well, if you insist.
Both. I mean, he probably still is the best, but obviously now Daniel Craig would give him a run for his money as well.
Yes.
It's probably out of those two for the best Bond. Connery was a good actor, but I think outside of the Bond films, a lot of his films were sort of hit and miss. He was in other good stuff and was good in other films, but definitely a bit up and down outside of the Bond films. But he had a pretty decent career overall, and obviously is an icon just for the Bond films alone, and a few other things.
Would you like a license to manufacture? Yes, very much. So, I'll have my sales manager get quotations on the delivery date for you as soon as possible. We will contact you later today at your hotel.
Which hotel are you staying at, Mr. Fisher?
The Hill. Goodbye, Mr. Fisher. A pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you too.
The Hilton's been around a while then. And surprising that they would have branches in Japan in the 60s. Bond is a bit useless at times in this film.
We are being chased by Duncan. In Black Sedan. I'm heading Task Force Highway 2. Arrange usual reception.
Hey Sally, how's it going? Welcome. Good to see you again. Your favourite? Wow, interesting. Well, I'll be doing a review of it, so you'll have to look out for my review. It does have a great theme tune. One of the best Bond themes, I think. So there's that at least. Oh, I see, they tricked their asses.
All that for Japanese efficiency. Just drop the news. 00. Yes, Tiger. Order vessel Rubo is owned by Osaka Chemicals Tokyo. Last trade storm. Vessel at present, loading in Kobe docks. Sailing for Shanghai at 5 p.m. this afternoon. Suggest you proceed, Kobe, immediately to look her over. Can we make it?
Yes, just.
Proceeding immediately, Kobe docks. Tiger, contact M. Tell him to send little Nelly.
Oh, little Nelly.
Suggest she be accompanied by her father. Most urgent. Understood? Understood.
Yeah, I said this earlier. It might be a bit of a hot take, but I actually think the theme tune to this one is better than the Thunderball theme tune. I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but standing by it. Do, 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 do.
You want to hear? Contact Tanaka. Tell him to keep that ship shadowed wherever she goes. Go now.
Die Another Day. That's the last Brosnan one, isn't it? I don't think I have seen that, no, with the invisible car. Don't think, no. That's one of the only ones I haven't seen. I think I've not seen two. That and Quantum of Solace. Those are the only two I haven't seen, I don't think. So will be first time watches when I get to them.
Wake him up.
Are you finished? Where am I?
Going back to the morning. Leave him to me, I'll wait him there. And shut the door. Good.
You're gonna enjoy yourself.
Who are you working for?
Chemicals, you know that.
Who always
That was actually a really well directed scene, that chase sequence we just had.
And I used to be a sailor.
you are a liar. Do you know what this is?
I'd rather not.
Plastic surgeons call it a diaphragm. They use it to slice off skin. I hope you won't force me to use it.
No. What's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this? I have a confession to make. Actually, I'm a spy. I suppose you know that industrial secrets are big business. What I have stolen is practiced in the process of making honest living good to me. And, well, it's worth $100,000. Well, I'll split it with you if you get me out of here. Thank you. Why?
I'll start the bullshit.
We could fly to Europe tomorrow, you and I.
Oh, she didn't take much convincing. She might be setting him up, of course.
Are you going to need some very close protection tonight in Tokyo? Because, well, that's what they'll try and get at you. You'll need the best man you've got.
Oh, I disagree about the last one. I like No Time to Die. Thought it was a really good way to sign Craig off. Big improvement on Spectre. The others are probably fair enough. Although Diamonds Are Forever I quite enjoy. I don't think it's Connery's worst Bond film. But it is a weaker one. But that is something I'll have to mention in one of my reviews, you saying that. Because I can see what you're getting at. I think my main problem with this film so far is that Bond is being made to look too weak. He's getting suckered into too many situations. That last scene with the red-headed girl was a good example because he knew she was a villain or on the evil side. Little Nelly is a pretty cute little gadget, I've got to say. Yeah, I get that, but it was a sacrifice, so there was a reason for it. And I think one of the differences between the modern Bonds is that he does have a bit more emotion, and he has built up relationships. So I mean, that was done for a woman who he basically loves. Anyway, long time till we get to that. Boom, 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 boom. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So, if this is your favourite, Sally, which is your least favourite Bond film? If you had to pick one. Ooh. Okay, interesting. I actually don't mind that one. I think I've partly got a soft spot for that one because the railway scenes were filmed at Neem Valley Railway, which is quite near my hometown. So I sort of had a soft spot for it, I think, because of that. But I can understand you going for a more one because they did get really bad towards the end of his run. I do like this stuff with the like the spacecraft opening its mouth pretty much and swallowing the other one. The visual is really cool. Yeah, I forgot about that scene. I remember there being a scene at the circus, but I forgot about that bit. You might say he was already a clown without the makeup, but that's just a matter of taste, I guess. Do, 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 do. I do like them. We don't see Blofeld until quite late into the movie. That makes him and Donald Pleasance count more.
Now they'll use the excuse to shoot down our next Jupiter. Houston to Washington. We followed him for one orbit. Now he's gone off the screen. That means he's coming down. Yeah, that's right. It has to be. British theory about Japan is nonsense. Forget Japan. I agree. We re-photographed every square inch.
Well, we'll watch that one on stream as well, Laura, when we get there. Probably the only one. Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, I remember thinking he's a bit wasted in this, but there's no doubt he was always such a good villain. Probably the only one I won't watch on stream. Oh, there's the famous Persian cat. Probably the only one I won't watch on stream is the most recent. Just because I already watched that on stream. Although I might do, depending on how long I take to get through these. If it's going to be another year down the line or something, then I might watch that one again on stream. We'll see. Oh, that's pretty smart. They're only showing bits of him.
congratulate you, sir, on the way you handled it. Our clients are satisfied with the progress so far. My government is quite satisfied. Good. Hans? You will see that my piranha fish gets very hungry. They can strip a man to the bone in 30 seconds.
This is one side of Bond villains I never get tired of. The whole feeding people to their deadly animals.
It says quite clearly that no money should be paid until war is broken up between Russia and the United States. This is extortion. Extortion is my business. Go and think it over, gentlemen. I'm busy.
Oh well, he's honest about being a crook. Extortion is my business.
An unknown Englishman was in your office the other day. Do you know what gun this is? What's a PPK? Only one person we know uses this sort of gun. James Bond. But Bond is dead. It was not used. Rubbish.
Rubbish.
Unless you killed him, Mr. Sergeant.
No, I mean they weren't so good at that sort of thing in those days. I also love this when both villains are trying to save their own skins by blaming the other one. Oh, some nice hammy acting there from that actress. Kill Bond now. Yeah, see, I was expecting you to see his face in that scene, but you didn't. It's really clever the way they're teasing you. Bond son. I don't know. I can see that argument. It would be a pretty ballsy move, but probably the problem is then as you went along, they became less effective. You're probably right. Probably Pleasance was the best one. And I mean, Christoph Waltz did a really good job in the modern films, even though they sort of butchered the reveal in Spectre. But yeah, like you said, it probably would have been nice if they could have had 2 or 3 films with Pleasance. So I think it might be that. Then Blofeld just got weaker as he went on. Oh, God. I always switch my brain off at this bit, the bit where he's doing the whole Japanese culture thing. And he has to get married, blah, blah, blah. You could cut it out of the movie and you wouldn't really lose anything. It's not really important to the plot. Oh, okay. That's interesting.
From now on, you must bear the future in his style.
Oh yeah, is it? Might not say. Bath girl. Is it Saki who gets killed? Because I thought it was the one he got married to. No, I don't think that is Saki. It's one of the bath girls, I think. Yeah, I think Telly Savalas was okay, yeah. He probably played it a little bit more comedic. This scene is pretty dumb. Yeah, it is Aki. I forgot she got killed off.
get to the land. You're almost ready. Just 2 more days training.
Such bollocks.
He tried to kill me.
Does he end up with, and I'm not saying this to be insensitive, I'm only saying it because the film says it. Does he end up with the one with the face like a pig? According to the film, I should add. I was thinking this was the one with like the Asian girl with like the kind of kinky name. But I think that must be Man with the Golden Gun. It's some like play on words with I can't remember what her name is now, but it's a play on words basically. But they've basically made it sound like it's a regular Japanese name. Let's see. I'm curious. Well, just because I want to know the name. not say them all. Let's just go on the wiki page. Of course, you've got knick-knack. Chew me. That's it. Chew me. That's brilliant. Kind of racist, but brilliant.
Oysters. Is this the only room there is?
Yes. That is normal. I take this over there.
We're supposed to be married.
Think again, please. You've been first married to Chris.
This must be all sisters. We're on our honeymoon.
No, honey. This is business.
I think I recognise that actress. She does look quite familiar. Yeah, Dr. No's a pretty solid Bond film, especially since it's the first one.
The Americans have changed a lot today. The countdown has already started. The president has spoken on television. He's given a last warning to the Russians. When will it go up? Tonight. Midnight. If the Americans they are, yes, there is nothing except for guilt. Everything is from the open around here. Nothing happens.
Once it happens, yes, and after, those are going to the side.
What's that?
She was dead.
Was that the funeral we saw yesterday?
Yes.
How did she die?
Nobody knows.
Finally, back to the plot. Yay! Get on with it. Enough of that bollocks.
Get on the side. Quick.
Good question. One of the things I like about Living Daylights is the fact that it is the same girl for the whole movie. Apart from the opening scene, there's another one in the opening scene he seduces, but after that, the girl who he's assigned with, he's with for the whole movie. And you actually get like a proper relationship between them, which I liked. What does he look like with that scarf on? You've hit on a bit of a fan fiction idea, though, haven't you, Sally? You mean apart from in this film, because he just got married in this one, so technically he gets married in this one as well. Yeah, you've hit on a bit of a fan fiction idea, haven't you, there, Sally? Like someone could do a fan fiction and following all the different Bond girls after their relationships with him. Could be quite intriguing as well. You could have like various Bond girls actually uniting, maybe for missions or something. Guess it makes sense to do a Bond quiz one time on the quiz stream. I don't know if it'll be this season, but one time. Was it? No, I got the impression he had to do it the proper way because they were telling him it's all part of your training. You need to marry a Japanese woman. So I didn't think it was fake, no. Could be though. He looks a bit like the Phantom in that gear. Kissy. The space scenes look pretty good, considering it's a 60s film. How did they not see him? Must be blind. Well, maybe they get a divorce off screen. I guess if it came up, he could say, well, that was in a different culture. Also, I sort of treat each Bond as in like a different continuity anyway. Because there's that old thing, isn't there, where if it was the same Bond all along, he would be ancient and too old to do his job. Because it's not really till the Craig Bonds where they actually reboot it. So I just read each one. Each time you switch to a different Bond, I sort of read that as like a change of continuity, timeline. Oh, do you? I'd forgotten about that. Damn, you know your Bond movies, Sally. Well, I guess it's suspension of disbelief then. Still haven't seen Blofeld's face. I don't remember it going this long without seeing it. That's pretty impressive. Oh yeah, the look of the volcano is really cool. That's true.
Stop that astronaut! Senator Reserve astronaut. Reserve astronaut for launching pad. Immediately. Reserve astronaut for launching pad immediately.
Busted.
Coordinate with target vehicle. A new update with target vehicle has been received from computers. We now have T-7 minutes and counting. You made a mistake back then. No astronaut would enter the capsule carrying his air conditioner. Remove his helmet. James Bond. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ernst Stavro
Blofeld.
They told me you were assassinated in Hong Kong. Yes, this is my second one.
You only live twice, Mr. Bond.
Target vehicle passing over central Russia. Approaching Mongolia. Track is as predicted. All confessors see I am about to inaugurate a little war. In a matter of hours, when America and Russia have annihilated each other, we shall see a new power dominating the world. Target vehicle on scope. Check on target vehicle. Remove his suit and search him. Reserve astronaut ready on bird one. Prepare for firing. Prepare for firing. Clear the area. Clear the area. Emergency services standby. Area now clear. T-1 minute, 30 seconds, and counting. Re-coordinate with target vehicle. Bird 1 now in readiness. Astronauts ready on bird. All systems are go. Open fuel shutters. Close shutters. Radar blackout commence. Radar blackout in operation. Kilometers 800. Open crater. Open crater.
Well, speaking of On Her Majesty's Secret Service, as you were mentioning earlier, Sally, I'm watching it on June the 1st on stream, if you want to join in. So a week Saturday, I think. Yeah, a week Saturday. Yeah, next couple of reviews on Bond are going to be quite meaty, I think. Because I've got quite a lot to say about this film. And also, that one is such a talked about film. Because of it being Lazenby's one and only Bond film. And the ending, of course. And they've got a whole army of phantoms. Is he swinging paper clips around? Oh, keys. I was going to say. Doesn't, you might not see him, doesn't Donald Pleasance make a small appearance at the start of one of the next Bond films? And they just kill him off, basically. I know there's a scene with Blofeld at the start of one where Bond basically chucks him down that big, like, pipe tower thing. But I can't remember if it's Pleasance playing him. I can't think which one that would be, though. Because it can't, I'm pretty sure it's not the next one, because I don't think there's a scene like that. Also, you've got the Telly Savalas Blofeld, so it can't be the next one. Maybe it's one of the more ones. Because I don't remember Diamonds Are Forever opening like that. Sure, Sally will tell me in a minute. Right, okay. Yeah, that makes sense, because I think I might have watched For Your Eyes Only not that long ago. So it was sort of in my head. It's so weird. It's almost like, I don't know, just to draw a line under the character. I guess they wanted a random scene with Bond killing him. Yeah. Oh, here's the ninja scene you were talking about. I quite like the different color schemes though in this scene, with the villains having like different colors and the good guys having the purple one.
You are to assume full control of operation from now on. 7 minutes to interception. Roger, one. Those are go by. We have an unidentified object on scope. Order first alert. Arm all weapons. Interception will occur in 6 minutes. This is the price of failure, Mr. Bond.
That other guy was pretty. That other guy was pretty expendable, so he did well to last as long as he did. Instead of getting even with Blofeld, Bond has to settle with fighting his big German henchman. Someone on one of the comments to Thunderball. Nice backdrop, Bond. Someone on one of the comments to Thunderball actually said Thunderball is better than Goldfinger. What was he smoking? One of the who was in this. Who was the comment? Was to go. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Oh yeah, no, I know. Yeah, Charles Gray. Yeah, he's the one out of Rocky Horror Picture Show. He plays the narrator in that. I think he's better at playing villains than he is good guys. Because I was thinking watching that scene that he's acting very much like a villain. Okay, that's a CGI volcano. You can tell that. well, they didn't have CGI in those days, but you know what I mean. You can tell it's like stock footage or whatever. However they've done it. Blofeld makes his grand escape. But as I said, the space scenes actually look pretty good, considering it's the 60s. Oh, that shot looks a bit better. Maybe because it's more at a distance. Yeah, that's true. The cat must have got blown up, the poor thing. Which means it must be a different cat next time you see him. Maybe the cat has a cat flap escape. Maybe. Yeah, maybe we should retcon it as he has got 9 lives. You only live twice, or so it seems. One for yourself and one for your dreams. And love is the danger who beckons you on. Don't think of the danger, or the stranger is gone. His fame is for you. Don't pay price. Make one dream come true. You only live twice. I don't know. I'm assuming he's just got some sort of like trapdoor or like secret door. But yeah, the place did blow up, so he would have had to have been sharp. Okay. Well, look forward to my review of that one soon. And as I said, June the 1st, so a week Saturday, I'll be watching the next Bond film and the first Lazenby one. Well, the first and only Lazenby one on Her Majesty's Secret Service. So thanks for hanging out, Sally, and also to Laura. And I'll see you guys again soon. Good night.